Why did they say we live and didn't even give a chance? Okay, whatever. Whatever's happening is happening.
No, it's Wednesday.
Hump day. Do that.
Somebody phone charging?
Okay.
No.
We
need real engineers here, please.
Do you see what I'm talking about? You know what this thing looks like, right?
What?
The charger.
You are weird.
Come on, guys.
There you go.
I feel like I have to do everything. You gotta make it look good too. Like, hey, listen.
Y'all excuse her.
She's my little sister.
Excuse my breath. Enjoy yourself.
Oh wow.
She's my little sister.
No, listen, for real. It's out there. Right by where I was just at. Can you please look?
Please. Because we're gonna go on a girls trip.
Yeah.
How was that relevant?
Yes. I don't know.
Just do it.
Yes, Valencia. Yes. The camera. Yes. All right, you guys, it's time to go live. We already
live everywhere.
Hi, everybody. Clearly, we had the tea. Shit.
Let's just okay. So,
hold up.
Do you see it? No. All right, let me just go. Let me please. Do you see here?
What? I don't know what charger cord.
I'm talking about the charger cord for this.
It's in there.
Hello.
It's not working
on Instagram. On Instagram, please.
Listen,
tune
I'm
over
trying to tell you, it's a whole
YouTube, so we can do a live chat.
We're having technical difficulties, and the women are being frustrated with the new engineer that we have on staff. He's trying to learn, so be patient.
This is happening.
It's okay. No, but you're gonna live.
I am. Okay, so
talk about it.
Our quote should be related to letting go and letting go.
Let me see, because I feel like you need a little tongue.
Don't Cheeto? What is going on here?
No, we're living.
No, I need y'all to maintain a sense of control.
Oh, okay.
You don't need no charger cord out there.
Okay.
There you go. Hop right up.
Yes. While she's hopping up, do we at least have a cord for the speaker? You got
here it is, right? That's what I said. It might be out there. It might be in here.
You found a speaker cord?
No.
You got a new one?
No.
Yeah.
No one's found the record. There's no more.
Oh,
this is Secret Clinical.
Okay, guys. Can we please just?
It's running low.
Secret Clinical. A single use of Secret Clinical is the same as 2 uses of the invisible solid. Twice the sweat protection. Secret Clinical.
This is what happens when you are.
Okay, remember what I told you?
A diva.
Own boss. Love yourself. Get up and dance.
When you got the whole section. Hey, you better not. Oh, she loving. Okay.
There you go. Yes.
Listen.
Get it.
Yes. I see you, girl.
Listen.
I see you.
Listen.
And she said,
listen.
Y'all, we had to get her together. On. Thank you so much, Dr. Vivian, for being on.
Dr.
Vivian. You have a special guest. You guys, she's not a guest, she's family. She's family on the show. We got family on the show today. Woo, I'm excited.
All right. So considering the fact that we are running late and we are just like already
being black
into this whole situation, listen, people can't even hear what CC's saying right now.
She not saying never look.
I say CC, who is that?
Yeah,
it's all the way trash. Because I'm gonna tell y'all who was here.
Jesus, I reduce all that negativity and
I'm gonna tell y'all who was good.
It's hump day. It is Working Women Wednesday. It is the above. We're halfway through the week and we made it. We made it. So thank you guys for watching again. We definitely have a great show for you guys. We definitely have one of our own family members here with us today. We're really, really excited to have her here. Make sure you guys, whoever's tuning in on Facebook and Instagram, please join the collaboration on YouTube, on SipsTea the show page on YouTube. Please make sure you join the collaboration. Always, we're going to start the show off on a positive note with positivity.
Positivity.
That's what said.
Not a damn thing, because I was dead.
I'll be mine first. Okay, look, and I like it too. So I had to screenshot it from a couple days ago.
Yes, honey.
It says, "I'm at peace with my past. I'm in love with my present, and I'm excited about my future."
Absolutely.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic on
And
that
walk
mother-
on.
and walk
Sexy
on.
chocolate.
You got to be content with who you are in the current moment that you're in. You know, at all times, whatever the situation is. At least for me, that's how I live. Like I'm at peace with what happened in my past.
Absolutely.
And I'm loving who I am right now, and I'm excited.
I see, because you like, I'm loving.
I ain't broke with myself.
You was like, I'm loving who I am
I'm
right
trying to
now.
fix this damn sports bra because it's making me look like a
okay.
Redskins linebacker. So that's
That's
Okay.
okay.
They
Damn.
just titties. So I made you know these multi-functioning titties.
Titties.
All right, so what you got for us, Sid?
So
Can
okay,
you relate to the message?
I could relate.
You
to
can
the
relate to
message.
the
Yes,
Are you at peace with your past?
I am currently making peace with my past every day.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
honesty.
Absolutely.
Okay, Miss
You know what I'm
Janet.
saying?
And then
Because
what about
I think we talked about this a little bit on the show last week, but I'm trying to literally acknowledge what the fuck happened, what I did, my part, seek out my pattern, and then focus on changing them. So I can be at peace with the past, and the past can be just as much as yesterday. Like some shit I did that I didn't like, but I'm trying to be at peace with the past because I do not like to live with regrets. I like to move forward and not regret a damn thing. So that's another reason why.
Peace for yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely. But at the same time, that's my thing. I'm trying to pay attention because it's one thing about the past too. If you don't reckon with it and you don't figure out what the hell went on and what you were doing and what the precursors were and all of that stuff, you're destined to repeat it like everything else. Destined to repeat it.
Okay,
so yeah, so you know, I be thinking about stuff sometimes. True, we're all destined to repeat past everything. Stuff, bad stuff.
Make sure whoever's joining in on YouTube on SipsTea the Show Place, please go on YouTube and subscribe to that page. Please go to YouTube.
Yes, join us there.
Oh, look at Massey. Oh, this is Massey Production. She actually has a production company. It's a friend I went to.
Hey, Pooh.
I used to work with a long time. She's join the collaboration because y'all don't like her what she got to say. Keep on.
Yeah, because if you guys join YouTube, then we can see your comments as they're coming in, and then we can respond to them, and we can have this whole collaboration thing
that we love to have.
So this quote, the one thing I did know that I wanted to happen was I wanted the quote to be about letting go. Okay. And so this particular quote that I landed on by Amit Ray says, if you want to fly on the sky, which that's all I want to do is I'm trying to like elevate. Elevate is like the end is not even a good enough word for what I'm trying to do. Elevate. So you want to fly on the sky, you need to leave the earth. Problematic for me. If you want to move forward, you need to let go of the past that drags you down. Period, point blank and flat out. I'm trying to fly, bitch. So I need to leave the earth. Like you cannot do it. I mean, you cannot fly with your feet on the ground. So that kind of spoke to me too, because I like things to be steady. And sometimes you got to shake shit up. You know? And sometimes you got to be ready to leap with both feet into whatever it is you're doing and like make your way. Okay. So that's my little quote or whatever. Do you have like a quote that kind of gets you, or
when someone shows you who they are, you believe them?
Okay.
It's on my Facebook page, and
that particular.
But they show you that they the devil. Don't try to make them be God.
No, right. Okay. But at the same time, we get bamboozled and good wink.
All
the. I mean, because
no, go ahead.
Oh, you want to do your?
No.
She wanted to try to put the collaboration.
Give me what?
This the other little. Yes, I did.
Right.
No, the phone part.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, darling.
Thank you.
My thing is, I've already died and came back, so.
Can we tell her? Are we not telling her?
Listen.
I am already Pheonix. I mean, you can say what you want. a part of me has already been gone, and
Pheonix. I mean, you can.
oh my God,
You can say what you want.
It tried it.
it tried.
It is trying it because it's like I gotta turn the volume down. But yeah.
But anyway, no. What I'm saying is that what I'm learning from myself now in life is love who you are and embrace it.
Yeah.
You're not going to be what everybody wants you to be. And in my past, I tried to live and be what everybody wanted me to be.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be skinny. You have to be small. You have to look this way. You have to have straight hair. You can't look this. You can't
act that way. You can't be loud. You can't be short. You can't be quiet. You can't be, yeah.
With me, I'm a loud person, but I'm a loving person. And at the end of the day, what I have learned is piggybacking off of them. I'm not trying. I'm doing it. I don't do try anymore. I'm doing it. It's either you're gonna love me or you're not. I'm not mad with you. I'm not gonna dismiss you, but you're saying that's it.
And people online, but don't people change? That's a good question.
They do.
Wait.
I'm sorry,
Wait.
They
No,
do.
I think you're not seeing it.
no, it's not up there.
I understand that. Sorry, but they're on there, but it's just not showing.
Oh,
so that's why I did this.
this.
Yeah. So
And that's a woman, master.
okay. I wasn't sure. Master, mistress. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. So hello, female master guy productions.
And actually, this is her.
I'm
first
so
time.
glad you got on here. So this is
first
on
time.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Okay.
she has her own
Instagram?
production company.
No.
Yeah, she actually has her own production company. She does a lot of filming and things like that. It's a good friend of mine. I believe she's actually based out of she's actually local now. We definitely got to do some work together soon, but please guys hit her up. She is out here writing short films, short stories and things like that. And she actually has an amazing story. An amazing story of a life that she came back from.
I know that's right.
So, but yeah, that's who that is. And obviously, we know Dr. Vivid. Congratulations on the pregnancy.
Okay.
Dr. Vivid?
Yeah.
What you? Yeah.
My word bird.
Yeah.
All of our women, I'm not going to categorize it. All of our women doing their thing out there. Dr. Vivid, she had the book. She's just out here really still doing what she does best, which is being her. So
absolutely, and healing the world, girl.
Yes. And so what do we have for Brewing TEA?
So
I know you had a special thing.
Absolutely. Just push it and hold it. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Today, guys, on this show, I've had a very great week. I started my new job last week, and I'm still doing it this week. 2 days in Virginia, 3 days in Virginia, 2 days in DC, and I'm toasted.
Okay.
I am. I'm drinking on the show.
Now, that was the whole plan behind the show.
Normally, I try not to sip too much tea because my shit starts getting blurry.
Oh my God!
But today, and I start saying
good thing she can walk.
And my business part, I have to edit by because I say some crazy shit at times, and when I drink, I really say some crazy shit that can get the show shut down.
Yeah, we don't know what
I start talking about Trump and every fucking thing.
I ain't gonna talk about that thing.
And I disagree with the popular vote. So I got the one. I won't have one drink actually.
No,
to be quite frank.
So now we just need to start counting.
The devil's a lie.
Did you put a little extra in?
I didn't. I
don't think you put.
She put some sugar.
Okay, so let's keep it moving along. This is just totally weirding me the fuck out now. Okay,
it's the red lip.
Yeah, so let's just bring it back. Let's bring it all the way back.
I've never seen this lip on.
You have seen this lip on me.
But it's pretty.
You have. It's here. It's been.
Thank you. It's pretty.
Thank you, but
I've never seen. It's very beautiful on you. You always wear the purple and the dark.
I wear dark colors.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cake and Nap Club because got these lips popping. So that's a good thing. Yeah. Yes, female entrepreneur. I think she's out of Atlanta, Georgia. If you guys want to check her out, it's Caken, CAK''N APPCLUB, Caken App Club. So yeah, you know I like to support. We just got through with positivity for the show. I heard a lot on the show because this is one of my sisterpreneurs who has definitely, number one, self-claiming herself now because she had literally,
that's the fact,
figuratively and literally been through the fire. Okay.
Yes.
I really did not want. This is not. We just wanted to have her on the show today. She's actually going to help us out with this Brewing TEA segment because not only is she an entrepreneur, but you know, a lot of entrepreneurs. And we want you to go ahead and give us a little shout out on some of the entrepreneurs that you know. But we also will we want to give you guys a prelude because we're going to have Valencia J back on the show at some point for her own segment because you guys have got to hear the story. I'm talking about someone who has been through damn near it's all.
And if you don't drop a tear, you're not human.
Yeah.
And you don't have a soul.
And I'm not ready, sis.
I don't want you to.
No, I'm not trying.
You're not
I'm not
I was almost about to drop
I don't
a
want
tear
nobody
for this
dropping
show.
tears.
It's funny.
I don't want you to cry though. I don't want you to cry.
But
no, don't cry. Don't cry, please.
No, but sometimes those tears are cleansing and
It's joy.
Absolutely. It's
and
joy.
Clarity.
It's clarity. It's
and
cleansing and
it's peace because it can say that I'm not alone.
Absolutely.
And I have somebody who I can relate to.
Hey, but yeah, so
I can't read the message. You know, I like to read the message.
What's the matter?
I just want us to pay attention here. I want us to be engaged with the people. This show is out of control. Here, baby girl. All right.
She said the show is out of control.
Shit.
Oh, wow.
What's going on today? I feel like we are in the twilight
I have a
zone.
question to those who are getting started with getting their drinks off the ground. How did y'all get started? And what advice do you have to give to those who are afraid to begin? So we got to read the question.
Okay, well, let's do this before we get into that because I think it will be really good. I know that you were telling me about some entrepreneurs. First of all, Valencia J, the first time we had her on SipsTea show, we were talking about these lash boutiques. And the lash boutique is still something that you're doing. But then she's also branched out into another arena. Everybody's growing and evolving. So tell us about that business really quickly. And then also, I know she consistently will shout out other local businesses of people that she knows and supports the collaboration on all those things. So I'm going to let you tell us about that. Tell us about your...
well, mine is...
and Valencia J, before you go, and you could potentially actually answer her question.
That's what I'm saying. After she finishes actually shouting it out, just let her answer the question.
Yeah, she can answer that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am Valencia J. I did start out with the brows. I am a licensed esthetician and cosmetologist. I didn't want to do hair. So at the end of the day, you want to deal with patients. Cancer patients have hair. I went to London to learn how to do the eyebrow extensions. And then from there, I learned on.
Yeah.
Bling things for candle holders and stuff like that.
You ain't shiny. I don't know what it is.
You gotta put a little.
I'm just going to give you a little tidbit. I work with my dudes here on top of Valencia J brows and the bling. There's going to be something that's going to be there's just going to be something for domestic violence that's going to gear to women and men. That's another business. And at the end of the day, I shout out Rodney. I shout out my SipsTea girls. I shout out Elite Construction. Anything you need done with your house, piping, anything, they are great. He is mobile. He gets it done. When I say he can clean your gutters, he can probably mow your lawn. He probably can change the oil in your car.
Wait a minute.
Yes, can he help with an engine light?
Yes, he can.
Okay.
Because I have an engine light.
Yes, he can. His name is V Miller. I'm not going to give his whole name. His name is V Miller. I can DM that information to you. But he's very good. When I say that he has done work in the house, That man does work in a house. You need lighting change, anything done in your house, he can do it. Sidewalking, painting, anything.
So can you also give everybody your, because I know you said that they can DM you. So how they slide them DMs, you give them your
J _ Wink with Pink at Instagram. And then you can do Valencia J Loving Me More and Facebook. I have some other things going on. Like I said, I just started with the bling, so I haven't did an Instagram or anything with that.
Yeah.
And then I have another thing coming up with domestic violence, and I have my book coming out in 2020 of August, which is the second year of my fire, and then I do makeup for burn patients. So.
And she's doing makeup for burn patients. Not to give away too much of this,
Right.
but of the whole situation, because we won't get to her complete story in this hour. Hour, it was supposed to be her coming through, basically just saying, hey, what's up with the SipsTea show girls, shouting out some of the other entrepreneurs that she knows and supports during our Brewing TEA segment. Of course, we always shout out Supremacy Presents. We always shout out Big Live It, because he's doing big things with Vitality.
I live it.
We support Naturally Phased and Red Babe Space.
Psychiatrist. She actually opened up her own practice. And it's called Claim You're Crazy. Everything is actually becoming official. I couldn't really say too much at the time. You know,
right.
She was working it out.
Right. But, you gotta figure it out.
But she wanted to put a positive spin back into the word crazy, because crazy is always identified as negative.
Absolutely.
So she wanted to put it out there as positive, and she's had the opportunity to work with celebrities and things like that. But she wasn't really them. She was going along with the court system.
Exactly.
Now she has the opportunity to do her thing on her terms and really make a change. So it's called Claim You're Crazy.
Right, love it.
Absolutely.
Way to go, sister.
Way to go, Mary Boo.
Yes, Claim You're Crazy.
So this is just to say that there are amazing things happening around us all the time. All the time. People are moving in whatever direction that they feel organically is like making them, that's speaking to them. You know what I'm saying? I know we actually had a conversation earlier, Valencia, and you were saying that you're here for a reason. You were saved for a reason, and you don't know what that is, but you're going to keep on pushing forward to find out what that is, because everybody is always looking for their purpose. Everybody's looking for your niche. You want, whatever it is that speaks to you, makes you organically you. And I think that, sometimes we have to focus on the fact that it's about the journey to get there. It's filled with startups. It's filled with entrepreneurship. It's filled with trying. So just to
that question
before we'll go to the question. And as Eb Deceleb finds the question, I just want you guys to know that Valencia, besides being the entrepreneur, our sisterpreneur, you should know that besides the other things that would have already been in a book somewhere, she is soon to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of being burned in a house fire. And that was sitting here in all your spirit and joy, despite whatever pains and things like that you might be going through, despite the fact that you're continuing to push forward. It's really important that people you were burnt on how much of your body?
We're gonna definitely get to
on paper. They said 7%.
7%,
which was my face, my arms, and all of my chest.
Yeah,
I guess however they level it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, on paper.
And we're talking about not first degree burns. This is not.
No, this is second, third, and fourth degree, and I go through surgery every 30 days.
So
you're still dealing in that moment.
Absolutely.
She has actually a lot of good questions on here. We're definitely going to get to your questions. But she just said, "Praise God, bless you, sister."
Absolutely. Hello.
Y'all, when I tell you, she has such a powerful message, and even before the burn incident, even before that,
yes,
there was more into who she is. Even when she had another business, her last business that she did for cancer patients, even before that, there's just always been something. Her life has so much meaning, and I don't even think she knows it. But
I
she
didn't.
like her, like when she said, every time I get around her, I just get so like just.
But
I
that's
get this
funny when you
burst.
say you didn't know
But we
that your
knew.
life had
We were saying it
meaning,
on the show.
or you didn't
We
know.
were saying it. We've been known.
You know, really,
I
like
gotta go back to our show.
Well,
And
sometimes you don't know. You know, people will tell you, "Oh, you're beautiful. Or this light." Like I had somebody tell me today, "You just have this light." You're in my mind. I'm like, I'm just being who I am.
right.
But I don't. Before I tried to live a life where everybody wanted me to live. I'm going to keep it 100.
She always does.
Be like I wanted to be smaller. At that time, I did the weight loss surgery. I'm going to be honest. I did the weight loss surgery. I did it in good reasons. Then I did it in the wrong reasons. I did it because I wanted to be more attractive. Because all my life I was called where you're fat.
Mm-hmm. And just as you're thinking,
right, you're in your mind, you think that you're fat. And you know, even though you have your fathers in your life, some fathers, they can only give you what they know. And my father at that time, rest his soul, he gave me negativity. He would say I was fat. Don't nobody deserve, you know. So coming up in that lifestyle, coming from grandparents that love you, and then you go to the street and you meet people, you think sex, you think I'm not attractive enough. Let me just do something to please people, to show them that I love them. I live my life to please people. Mm-hmm. And now with this fire, that's why I said it was a gift. My shit was a gift and it was a curse. At the end of the day, the gift was I don't have to live my life to please you anymore. Because that old me is dead.
Mm. She's reborn.
I'm reborn. I am Pheonix.
She got a Pheonix.
She's like, look,
she's reborn.
This is what it is. Absolutely.
Right. I'm reborn, but at the end of the day, I'm going to love you as best as I can. And I'm not going to change who I am. But if you can't accept the love that I give you, then it's best that you move on. I've done what I'm supposed to do. Mm. Now, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, it's a lot of things that I want to touch on.
Here, she said, I say to others. She said that how we can have, I'm sorry, your phone, have a rap, I can't read your phone because it's
she don't got her glasses on, guys.
Yes. Isn't that something, how we can have a warped perception of ourselves? It's wonderful to see strong, confident sisters speaking the truth in love. And that is all we get from Valencia J. That's just how it is. So we're going to go back to the question that you had before, Master Kai Productions, and her question says, to those who are getting started with their dream, getting their dreams off the ground, how did you all get started, and what advice would you give to those who are afraid to begin?
You're going to always be afraid. Let me just say that
part.
I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to always be afraid because it's something new, and if it's not in your face to show you what's getting ready to happen, you're going to be afraid.
Yeah.
What got me started was the fact that you have to find the strength in yourself. If you don't walk and talk your truth and know who you are and confident in the work that you do, who else is going to believe you? Then you have to surround yourself with the people
like-minded individuals.
And right, like you. So go to networking events. You may not click with everybody, but trust and believe you find that one or two niche that's gonna be like here. Absolutely. I've known her for years. I've known her for a long time.
Yeah.
This is my sister. This is family, and love yourself in it. Even if you start by yourself, look on Facebook. You got part of Bonner Brothers. He posted himself how he is. Love yourself. Nobody's gonna believe you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even if you have, let me tell you something. When I started doing brand at Ulta, and I started having people watch me do work, you know what? When people start watching your work, you build your confidence. People see the weakness. So when you start the weakness, they're gonna be like, "Oh, she don't believe in her shit." You can be the worst person and don't have the best work to do, but as long as you have confidence in yourself and you're around like-minded people, you're gonna get better.
No, that is no bullshit. I have seen some people do some horrible weeds,
And
but
but
they
they-
like, girl, you is
Yeah.
snatched. And then you can't, it's almost like they can't say nothing now.
Exactly, because that person is building you up.
Right.
Even though they might have, in their mind, they already know they done fucked something up when they was doing whatever they was doing.
Absolutely.
But that's like your landscaper. Your landscaper might mess something up in your yard, but as long as he's confident, what you gonna do? You're gonna hire him.
And you're going to pay his
You're
ass.
gonna pay him. Why? Because he gave you the confidence to pay him.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself first, and everybody else will follow.
Yeah.
But as soon as you fall short and you don't know who you are, they want to see that shit out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
I always say the key to success is never feel defeated. That's the key to being
Yeah,
successful. Don't ever
Just
feel
keep
defeated.
pushing. My thing
You
is,
just keep pushing, and you got to do it. You got like
Don't talk
do
about
the
it, just
shit.
do it.
A lot of people say,
Because
"Oh yeah, I
why?
want to do this and I want to do that." When we started this show, it was off of we were sitting there one night, and we had said 2 years ago, we need to do this show.
it's going to happen.
It's gonna
let's
happen.
do this.
We
We
put stuff
talked
on
about this
paper
show
too.
long before actually doing it.
Yeah,
We did things for it,
we did.
but we did not do the actual show.
Right.
So this is still a baby. Again, we are growing. These are growing pains. The reason why we keep asking people to come in and we looking for, and every follower is, a triumph, and everybody who supports us, we super appreciate it, because we already see the vision is we're going all the way up.
Exactly.
And even these people, the people who are supporting us right now, like, I will
This
always
show is gonna
appreciate
go. Just
you
know that.
guys
This show
even
is gonna
more,
go.
because you jumped on board
Yeah.
before it was hype. Now, also with that, we always preach how we have to be consistent. We have to believe in this shit. This shit is going to go because I said it was going to go.
Yeah.
It's
that
already
kind of
out
thing.
there. It's in the
already
universe.
out there. So
Already
you just have to keep on doing your
Believe
thing.
in yourself, and
Believing in yourself.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, don't give everybody your information of your dream, because everybody's not going to accept your dream.
And stop looking for one too.
And say you go to your best girlfriend, but I got an idea. She might. I said it on the last episode.
You
People
sure
would take
did.
your shit, and you done did all the work, and they done moved on.
Or you have, and I do have to battle with this. Sometimes in your life, I love to inspire. So my old platform used to be inspire and be inspired, because I believe that with my whole heart. Sometimes it's also difficult for me though to watch myself inspire other people to do things that they and do. They realize that it's possible, and then they jump on board and they do it themselves, and they never say, you know what? You inspired me. Fine.
Give credit where credit is due.
There's no giving credit where credit is due anymore, but you got to be okay with that. I got to be okay with knowing.
Fuck that.
No. Don't be salty.
Because I don't have time
Because
for that
let me tell you
either.
something.
How you doing?
Whatever somebody take from you, it's gonna come back to them, because they're not gonna be that successful.
But guess what? This is my thing. Can't nobody
take nothing from you that ain't for them.
No one can take it. And maybe
You can never duplicate this shit.
you can't.
You can duplicate this.
My thing
But
is,
you can't duplicate.
you can't be me any more than I can be
I
you.
want to be you.
You can create
That type
something uniquely
It's a lot of
your
I
own.
can't be you, because there's a lot of different
Not in
sides
that
to
tip.
you.
Shut up.
Okay,
They
I
coming
can't
for
be
the Gemini.
you.
They coming for the Gemini.
Because one, you don't know who you laying with a Gemini, with a Pisces.
Damn,
When
you
I
make-
go under
Damn, boo-boo.
When I go undercurrent, honey, you don't want to mess with a Pisces, honey.
Listen, y'all don't want to know who you laying with all the time. At least you get a
You
couple-
want to know who you
get a-
laying with all the time.
Listen, you
Now
get a
you
couple
want a
different
Leo on your
ones.
team, because you know if you lay down, you're gonna wake up a millionaire.
Listen,
What?
you wake up with the same ones, honey.
No, honey.
We can spice it up.
NoTrash.com.
Okay? Yes, boo. How you doing?
How you
Right.
Today,
Is the good
should I
girl.
go and flip on a whole
So
wig just to carry the whole situation out? Because yes, I enjoy being several different people.
I love you
with
different
it.
people.
I mean,
it keeps me
because
on my toes.
sometimes you gotta be exactly, and sometimes you gotta. I keep my damn self on my toes. I don't know what the fuck going on half. I'm just cool.
Let me say this.
With all of these people
Can
inside
I-
of me, I'm cool, and I be like, listen, I'm
All
gonna tell
the
you
people
what this
inside
shit.
of her.
as long as y'all chill when I say
Inside
chill.
of her. Woo.
Listen, I told somebody
So,
today, I
can
said,
I-
listen, there is a jealous, or not jealous, but
Yes,
there's somebody in here who wants to, like, I want y'all to do the right motherfucking thing, and I'm just mad and angry if you don't.
Oh, girl,
but
please
mostly, bitch, I put you down because I need you to slow the fuck down.
Thank you.
So that the Zen motherfucker can take control. All you keep that shit over there, and it's hard to tell yourself to keep that shit over there when it's inside you. But yeah,
Yes, real quick, guys, please make sure we do have another question. But please, you guys are on YouTube. Those who are on Facebook and Instagram, thank you so much for watching. However, we would appreciate your views on YouTube. Please make sure you're tuned into YouTube SipsTea the show. It's a quick little intersection.
Yeah, you guys, if you are on any of our other social media channels, you can click the link in the bio, and it will take you directly to our YouTube channel.
So we had another question on here: is how important is collaboration?
Woo!
Okay, let's go.
Collaboration.
This is a discussion.
And I feel like the panel discussion.
Collaboration. How it said what?
How important?
Hey, Anna White.
Hey, Anna.
Hey, Anna girl.
So how important do you think collaboration is?
Collaboration is communication.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel that it's we push. But you know what? Things don't always happen. Clack it.
Thank you. She's actually having some really great questions.
Absolutely.
So we really love your questions because these are this is what it's about. Like asking these questions to get the right answers. Not even the right answer.
I think collaboration is best. I think
absolutely.
that you always should collaborate. That's communication. One hand doesn't know what the next hand is doing. If you trust a hand, I think that's what you should do.
But you said something so important. You gotta trust that hand.
Absolutely.
Trust it. You can't be afraid to do your own.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm just so blessed that I have a business partner, best friend, sister that I can trust. But at the end of the day, you also got to be willing to win on your own. Sometimes you got to be willing to be prepared for the business that you think is the business not to be the business.
You guys, the whole thing is you got to prepare.
You got to be prepared for anything.
Just like I told Eb Deceleb about, as it relates in. Hey, cuz, go to YouTube, guys. Click the link in the bio, and you can. It'll take you to our YouTube channel so we can see what you're saying. But with anything, all of the ships in life, I swear to beans that this works for all this. All of these rules work for the same thing. Okay, so all of the ships, prepare for the one not to be the one. Prepare for the one not to be the one. That is in a friendship, all of those things. Sometimes we have major connections that we make with people, and that's not the one.
That's not the one.
Like sometimes you connect with people's representative. Hello.
They give you that for 60 days.
Yes, and sometimes because I know I have been guilty down. I will connect with your representative, and then after you start to show up your real colors, I will make excuses for who you actually are based upon the shit your representative did. Because I'm giving a living person. No, fuck that. Okay, no. So everything in life is perceived. That is. I'm sorry, I don't have anything else but the truth for you guys, and especially if I feel like that's one thing that is detrimental. Yeah, and I feel like that is something that we all do. I know I do it. Times 10, and that is something that I look to my past about. Make sure that I'm not carrying that particular behavior into the future. You will, unfortunately, because I used to just trust people because I trusted them, and I believe you because I believe you. But you will have to prove
when you get tested.
That's what people show you are, believe them. Okay, so I am quick to make
because actions don't lie, bitch.
Yeah, but I am quick to make excuses for people.
Can I just take two seconds?
The clock is ticking.
Oh my gosh.
And
I want to say to Netta, I loved you, and you.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
You know, I was telling you about my cousin that passed.
Okay, yes. She about to try and make me cry.
I'm not gonna make you cry. No, I'm not.
You got an
No, I'm not. I'm not. I just want to say to everyone, domestic violence is real, and things ain't like they used to be. People will tell you what you want to hear, and it's not always the truth. I lost a part of my soul a week ago. All I'm gonna say is I just want her to rest in peace. And just remember, guys, because men get beat too.
Absolutely.
And y'all might find it funny. It's not funny. There's a lot of men that get abused out here other than. And all I'm saying is that know the signs and get around people that can help you. And if you feel you're in a situation, say something, because nobody can read your mind.
Mm-hmm. It's so much easier.
That's all right. I mean, it's very hard.
But what I think, your domestic violence event, and with us actually focusing in general, there's a lot of things studying around mental health, around domestic violence, around similar things. And I think if we just pay more attention to those things as the climate begins to, we actually have the opportunity to change the climate. Exactly. As the climate begins to change, we also have the opportunity.
So she got a boo. She got a boo. She got a boo. Yeah.
I mean,
she got work done.
This is moderate.
Okay.
Got my boobs done. This is the way the Lord made them. If I had a job, them Jones would be like, I never be right here. Titties would be right there on top.
All I'm saying is that domestic violence is real. You guys need to pay
titties together. Titties up.
Titties down.
That's how you proceed in the world.
If you ever need a spare tire, use your titties.
Use your titties.
You ain't even gotta call AAA.
Put them back to the stance for you ladies too. Okay, if you women really want to be empowered, I don't care how big or small your breast. You put your shoulders and you hold up. Okay.
Don't walk around like this, Charlie Brown downtown.
I don't care how big or small
be like this.
Are.
I am lying. Hear me roar.
No, be about that because it's a whole little situation. But it's not.
Like what's showing on?
You for real? Wait. On to affinity. Okay, you guys. Now listen. Seriously, as we are,
to get back to
this.
Back to business.
No, okay, back to business. Now you guys know we usually have segments on tea time. We are out of order. Click, click, clack. So we usually have segments on tea time. We have segments on the Shits Award. We have segments on affinity.
Driving her.
It is actually because I really can't take it. Like I need you guys.
Do it again.
Be on board with because we have so much to discriminate, and these fuckers are actually fucking up right now. Listen. I don't know what to. Did you put your arm on my head?
Yeah, I did.
Listen, this is being taped.
So what?
For forever. No, but listen, one thing we really need to seriously talk about, okay? It's always fun.
She said these nuts.
It's fun. I don't want to talk about anybody's nuts right now.
And she sucks through the straw.
Yes, honey, suck a neck through a straw. If anybody,
what the hell is going on?
Anybody can suck a straw. If somebody can suck a nut through a straw, I'll give you $5,000.
Yes, nuts sucker.
Listen, I'm done.
All right. And we're done. All right, any more questions?
I would get up and walk out of here if I could.
Any more questions? Next question.
Next.
Okay. Anna says that the connection.
Please, somebody ask us questions at this point.
Anna said that the connection is choppy on her end. And I think that is only the Lord because this has gone.
Anna, we love you. Anna, we love you.
Okay, so everyone simmer down because we're going to talk about something super serious. Okay,
let's get.
I cannot give my guests, and I always think that people drink like me and that they're like calm and whatever.
We went to the
but people are
yesterday.
Not drinking like me. Like I'm cool. Yeah. And y'all just OC.
Okay? Right? No, we crazy.
Sexy. You guys, I want y'all to see this right here.
We want to do GLC. Crazy, sexy, cool.
Oh, bitch, I'm
As long as I'm the sexy
Okay, so
one,
I'm
that's
crazy,
fine.
sexy, cool.
No, then we're not about to change shit.
Crazy, sexy,
cool.
cool.
Okay.
TLC.
I'd rather
Fuck
have a
that.
cool bitch than a
Digging
sexy
on
bitch.
you.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
then that's
'Cause
fine. Do what you do. But let's keep it.
it.
The Gemini says.
Cause she got the lip on
Appropriate.
y'all. She
Okay.
got the lip.
That's because she got on her
Thank
baby
you,
sister
taking
shirt.
that.
Oh, she said her baby sister shirt. Lord,
This shirt is not Shamidi.
I got on my baby
that
sister shirt
shirt.
too.
It's okay. But you
We
guys.
all look
Trash.
Anyway, so listen.
back to the show.
We got to talk about something that's super
Okay, there you go.
super important.
She cutting.
Okay. Recently in the news. This is
Yeah.
why we gotta talk about
Let's
this
get
tea.
real.
Okay, let's get real a
Okay,
little
that's
bit.
We got 11 minutes.
Because we need to exactly. And so with this 11 minutes, we're gonna give you a scenario. This is something that we would have talked about during tea time that was super important because
No,
it's
it is.
happening in our society. This
Yeah,
is
it
happening to us, to people like us, to people all around us, and it's something that's very in my heart as well. If you guys have watched on the SipsTea Show channel, there was some bullshit that I had to post. But I actually, and see, this is one thing. I don't want to just post the bullshit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I am all about what the solution. Someone, I'm sorry, her page kind of leaves me the following story. Recently, go ahead and pause it.
No,
Recently,
her name.
Okay, her name is love_ethic_yoga. And I follow her because she has a lot of things about trauma and overcoming things, and also people in healthcare professionals about their battles and things like that. So that is very close to my heart. Now, because when you're a do-gooder, you're actually taking on the spirit and the energy of a whole lot of different people going through traumatic events. And that in itself is dangerous. There is a level of danger with that. And if you are not taking care of yourself, situations like the following that I'm about to tell you guys could definitely happen.
Okay.
So a father, I forgot what state he was in, but basically he's up on charges right now because he inadvertently left his two children in the backseat of the car, and they died. So you got to think about this. As a society, we're quick to judge. We're quick to say, how the fuck could he do that? What was he on? What was he doing? Well, this particular father was going to work. He was going to work in the hospital. He was still out there trying to do things for people in society, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? So
Who was a mother?
I don't know what a mother was. But the point of this whole particular thing is that, yes, it was the father's job to drop them off at school. That was the arrangement, in my mind at least. That's the arrangement that they had. Yes.
So why wasn't they dropped off at school?
So they weren't dropped off at school because this is what I'm taking my own personal thing from what they're saying, in the news, whatever. This man thought that he took them to school because that's what you normally do. Now, if your kids are in the back seat and you thought that you dropped them off, but you did not, you're not checking, you're not this, that, and the other. The whole point about vicarious trauma, the whole point about what the post was about is that these are things that happen to people, especially caretakers and things. These are things that happen.
It's happened to me.
Where you did not?
No, it didn't have anything to do with my son. What I'm saying is, I don't know his situation.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know for one, the things that were standing out with his situation was that, number one, you have children at home, like young babies. You're probably, I'm not sure about medication, but you're probably not getting an adequate amount of sleep. Then you're going to work 12 to 18-hour shifts. Then you're coming back home and still trying to be a father.
My son's father was not around.
Mm-hmm.
I thank God for the angels that have helped me with my son.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, even if me and my son's father weren't going to be together, we were going to be together. But man, at the end of the day, I don't know the situation with this gentleman. Mm-hmm. All I'm going to say is to defend him and not defend him. Let me go on the defensive side. He probably didn't have enough sleep.
It's people in general, is because we're talking about how are you caring for yourself? because we have a father. We don't. So with yoga, love_ethic_yoga is talking about the fact, number one, a tragedy has taken place.
Exactly.
And a tragedy is taking place not because of I was trying to be negligent. Right. The last time we heard something like this, the person went into a bar and they were trying to have a drink. Somebody's on drugs, they're trying to score drugs. Somebody's doing this. We're not hearing really, I was just trying to take care of my family. I run into
but that's what the news do. The news always make us look like we're not.
Yes, but we also have to be aware of the fact that this is possible, and that's
no, it
why,
is possible,
and it's very scary because if not, like the video, I'm gonna let Ed play the video as well. Because the video is also, it was about, I don't know if you're going to be able to play it though, because I want to make sure that it's loud enough. Because my thing is, when I did what I did. What you do, girl?
The thing is, I have.
The message that radical self-care is needed for our organizations and for us individually. We will not survive this work, you guys.
We won't.
Our work is radical. Our self-care has to be just as radical. That is the only way for us as healers and change makers to survive, to thrive, and to see the change that we want in this world, to see the outcomes for those we serve. But we can't do that if we're burning out. We can't do that if we are making mistakes that are costing lives.
Exactly.
Making mistakes that are costing. And we're all susceptible.
So I'm trying to figure out what action to take.
So he was basically saying on there is, everybody's looking for a stance. And then everybody's also looking for what can I do, because you want to have a solution-based thought process. So what do you do about the situation? And probably in your life, there's nothing that you can really do. But you got about the vicarious trauma that's also going on here. So now this person also has other children. So if father gets, if he gets jail time for the death of his own children, he's mourning children as well as being taken away from other children, as well as being taken away as the breadwinner. So there are lots of different ramifications, and sometimes we're quick to jump conclusions. We forget about those things, but also this kind of moves us into our detox tea. We've already just talked about a tragedy. Okay, so our detox tea segment of the show is about the health wellness of the mind, body, and spirit. Now, I like the word that she used, which said radical self-care.
Yes.
If we do not take care of ourselves with the same degree of vigor, with the same degree of intensity that we take care of others, that's when we fail, because then you're going to fail yourself as well as them.
Okay, well, what I'm saying to you is we don't know where to begin, because at the end of the day, I can go to someone that has taken that time out to say, I instant that to get myself together. But one thing about us, I've noticed as Black people, we don't like to share information. So we feel silent. The thing is, we so right. Closed mouths don't get fed. Yeah. So my thing is this: I get where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, whoever you're talking to still gonna be fucked, because nobody wants to share the information. The information on how they can move forward. That gentleman, we don't know off the break if that man ain't had no sleep, no nothing.
Absolutely.
All I'm saying is, being a person that suffered from everything I suffer from, I don't get sleep. So at the end of the day, you'll look at me like, she off the hook. But nobody stops to take time to say, what could be going on, or how can I help? You might have some education more than what I have, and people don't want to read. The white man say, if you put anything in a book, a man ain't gonna read it.
So a newborn, her own, did I do this, that, and the other? You know what I'm saying? So these things actually married. And then Anna says, according to the article that she read about this particular situation, according to the article, the dad said, He blanked out. I blanked out. His mindset wasn't there. And she's like, it doesn't sound like foul play. And I don't think so either.
But we always got, for some whatever reason, we never question why that happened.
Yes.
We always
and I think that's what that lady was trying to, like, why and how.
Those are everything. Like, we always look at the end result, but we don't ever look at how it got there.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, as people, and I'm sorry, I'm a little fucked up. So I don't know if I'm speaking.
Dear God, luckily this show is about to be over because I can just.
Exactly.
This is the only reason I do not like to listen to complaints and arguments about solutions.
I just said this to you the other day. People don't get to just do what they want to do anymore.
Absolutely
at least not in my life. You have to start. You don't get to just do what you want to do.
Because that's what you want to do.
Because that's what you want to do.
Right.
We're going to nip that shit in the bud.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't just do whatever it is that you want to do. We got to, before it to a situation.
And all of us, listen, before we close out, because we are at our hour and everything, but before we close out, I think it's really important for us all to really be conscious of the fact, something like what Valencia was saying, to pay attention, number one, even be connected in some way to what someone else might be going through.
Yeah.
Check in. I know it's very, very difficult to check in with other people because 9 times out of 10, you are already up to here with your own bullshit.
Exactly.
And people feel like they are at their drowning point. But if you are in that situation, you know, and you have the hand to lend, then it. Yeah. But then also being on top of having solution-based thought about certain things. And that's why I'm really, really digging the young lady who posted that video, because it's solution-based thinking. Not just a solution for him, but a solution for everyone, especially in the field where you're going to care for people. Because I know he also went to a hospital to care for people all day long. With my line of work, when you go in, you just go in until it's time to stop, because that's your job.
Right. And
you have very little time to think about other things. So when we ask the question, why he did not think about the person, because I know that that's what Master Kai Productions was thinking. When you ask the question about why you didn't go back there in your mind, it's because what I know for me, and everybody has a personal experience and personal perception, but for me, you get to question why. Because before you get to question whatever you just did 20, 30, 50 minutes ago, you have this problem right here in your face at hand telling you I need this solved as well. And I know in a caretaker position, that is oftentimes what it is. And I know firsthand as well that you have to radically care for yourself. And so, sometimes it doesn't leave you guys with is when you're radically caring for yourself, you don't have to make apologies for that.
Exactly.
You have to love the fact that you're somebody who doesn't make you have to think about saving the world, or with something that is taking your mind or distracting you from the responsibility of it all, because 9 times out of 10, you are already I just can't tonight, guys.
She just lost her thought.
9 times out of 10, you are already carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And we thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight.
Guys.
Happy Hump Day, and hopefully we will see you next weekend with less drunk people, because obviously everybody doesn't handle the liquor like me.
I'm gonna do some tunchies on the way.
How about tunchies?
Let's do some tunchies.
Let me get a hold of this. You can't get it done. And there's that.
And that's a wrap.
And that.
This is a good song.
Goodbye.
Can we just
and then there's that. Next way.
I like
that
song.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Exactly.
Can we just talk?
That's what y'all should play before and after.
No, because also we do not own the rights to it, because YouTube will get rid of this whole motherfucking video. Okay? All right.